fights of Cyrus Pattinson's professional career. They were at or around super welterweight. A real sense that his career tonight moves into a new phase. This is his first scheduled 10-rounder against a man with those 4 defeats on his record, but a man who has never been stopped. Cyrus Pattinson then continues his attempt to break down the normally durable Frenchman. Yorick Luisetto, good crisp left hand at the beginning of the round from Pattinson. One to the head and then another one to the body. Again, wonderful variety.
And just a head mover there from Pattinson. All that'll do for Luisetto is just make him just to take the confidence, just second guess himself where he lets his hands go, and that just slows the punches down, disrupts your rhythm, and then allows you then, allows Pattinson to go to work. Pattinson just got to start moving his head again. I still think the pressure's the right idea, just enforce the pace here against Luisetto, but just keep moving that head. He can find the target, not just, he can look for the target, I should say, rather than just find every time he lets his hands go.
And that amateur pedigree, the variety, switching from body to head at varying ranges, using the feet.
And also the vision, you just sometimes you see a little mistake, you know, if Luisetto throws a bit of a lazy jab, and Pattinson automatically gets the feet close and throws that shot there, that left hand.
4 fights, 4 wins so far for Pattinson, 2 of them inside the distance, the other 2 going the 6-round distance, as Luisetto attempts to find some success from the centre of the ring. Was the plan all along to ride out the storm early on?
You can see why Luisetto will cause an upset, because if you stand in front of him, if you have success and hold your feet, you fight his back with a great chin. And he has enough sense to know you're in front of him, and he'll let his hands go. Again, the footwork here of Pattinson, or probably Mark with the sheer work rate, will overdo that.
It's just a ripple of applause here at ringside when Pattinson landed a really crisp straight left to the chin of Luisetto. But credit to the Frenchman, he took it well and came straight back into the fray.
Nice there from Pattinson. Again there, lovely footwork mover on the target.
More of those rib splintering body shots from Pattinson, this time trying to give himself some angles. Exchange of jabs at the beginning of the round, and Pattinson comes off best, the sharper, the more accurate, the more powerful. The urging from Rutherford in the corner was for Pattinson to feint. Use the feints to create the openings.
With the feint, it'll either force Luisetto to throw a shot and then you can make him miss and make him pay, or he'll cover it up. Good shot there from Pattinson. Or he'll cover it up, and then you've got a chance to have a look and find the angle of attack.
The Frenchman's corner have managed to stem the flow of blood from that nick that he's got on the high part of the right side of his head. Smart left hand from Pattinson sets up an attack on the ropes here now.
What was good there from that attack there from Pattinson is he just dipped his legs, just changed the levels before he let the shots go.
Luisetto has success with his left hand, but a much bigger shot from Pattinson is the reply. So just as the Frenchman thought he might be gaining success, Pattinson too strong in the exchange. And to the man known for his durability, in big trouble here with more than a minute to go in round 6. This is mightily impressive from Pattinson. And referee Bob Williams steps in as Lorenzetto falls to the canvas for a second time. And Cyrus Patterson, in a fight that was scheduled to go 10 rounds, in the end closes it out in the 6th. And the finish, in the end, very, very impressive.
Lorenzetto gamely trying to fire back here, but Patterson, look at the, again, say clinical, look at the accuracy of the shots. And no panic, not rushing his work. He knew he got the guy hurt here, and he got the guy finished. He just takes his time, picks his shots well, power in every punch. That's a really good display there from a young man on his way up. Really digging in those body shots there, just again, constant variety in the work. And yeah, perfect time from the referee there, almost caught him as he was falling down.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bob Williams calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 1 minute and 59 seconds of round number 6. Declaring your winner by TKO. And the new IBO Continental Welterweight Champion, Cyrus Patterson.
The amateur pedigree to the fore for Cyrus Patterson, now moving to 5 fights unbeaten in his professional career. It was talked about as a new phase. He could hardly have made a more impressive start. And a third fight in 7 months for Siobhan Clarke, moving quickly after a relatively late entry into the professional ranks, now at the age of 31, and Karolitsky, his first opponent with a winning record. Inside the last half a minute of the opening round, and Clarke hasn't quite found his rhythm and accuracy as Karolitsky lands a solid shot once again. And did the legs of Clarke stiffen for the second contest in a row?
Yeah, and still a little bit unsteady, I feel, as well there for Clarke.
Fighting fire with fire, though.
Clarke looking for the feints, using the feints on the way in, switching the attack from body to head.
I think he slightly telegraphed that right hand though, Clarke. That's why he got clipped with the left hook again. That's better, a little shimmy of the shoulder or something.
Just a little something, just to set up before you go, to make it less obvious, because Karolitsky's so reactive, he wants to let that left hook off anything, or just quick reaction go. So if you feed in something, then you can go. It sets you up so much nicer than just throwing yourself in openly.
Nice fast feet there from Clarke, just getting the distance. Thinking with the first foot and the second one, then took the step across and let the shot go.
These are quality shots from Siobhan Clarke. Body and head, crisp, clinical. Single shots, but they're really having an effect.
Lovely shot, lovely uppercut.
Beautiful, crisp right uppercut from Clarke.
Good bit of variation now here coming from Chev Clarke, touching the jab and then going with 2 or 3 shots of his own. Great right hand there.
Terrific variation with the right hand, the straight rights and the uppercut, and the face of Karolitsky becoming ever more reddened.
Just a whisker away there with that right hand there, Clarke. But he's keeping his foot on the gas here, isn't he? Keeping the pressure on.
That's what you need to do with an opponent like this, who's on the move all the time. Don't give him a second, don't give him time to breathe. Keep stepping across that ring, not chasing them, but stepping, cutting the ring off and making it feel small for them.
Can Clarke wear down the resistance of the Argentine, who hasn't been stopped in his professional career? 7 wins, 5 defeats. For Clarke, this is now the longest fight so far of his nascent professional career.
But he has himself in a nice rhythm here, Clarke. Everything's smooth, to be fair with the shots, everything's smooth, and this is his best round.
Yeah, keeping your discipline in these moments where your opponent, you can see Karolitsky's starting to fade a bit and he's dropping his hands and he's struggling a bit. Keeping your discipline and keeping yourself, your position and where you're supposed to be, and focus on yourself as opposed to letting your opponent draw you in or suck you into something.
And do your job. That's what it is, a job for him, isn't it? Do your job. You know, he's in there, and Clarke is in there, focused on getting him out of there. Shot.
Karolitsky every now and again just looking for the opportunity to swing that left hook. Right hand over the top from Clark. That was a solid shot. Karolitsky noticeably backed up after that. Another one of those uppercuts. He's landed those time and again. But again, Karolitsky fires back.
Both men here fighting fire with fire.
I wonder what Karolitsky got underneath that beard, because he took some shots there. They were fight finishes.
Oh, and this is a brilliant attack from Siobhan Clark here. 50 seconds to go in the round. Right uppercut. It's been such a key shot in the contest so far. And the referee jumps in. He decides he's seen enough before any action from the corner. And so the longest fight of Siobhan Clark's professional career has also resulted in his most impressive performance so far. Couple of early scares, he rode the tackles and produced a blistering finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Parker calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 4. Declaring your winner by TKO, he's still undefeated, C4, Big Chev, Siobhan Clark.
So fight by fight, Siobhan Clark beginning to make an impact on a thriving British cruiserweight scene. 3 fights, 3 wins, all inside the distance. Well, the British heavyweight division has never been stronger, and Solomon Dakers one of a number of prospects on the rise. Tonight against an Argentine opponent, making his 4th appearance in a British ring. We move into the second half of round 4, and still rarely has Bracamonte been forced onto the back foot, and you wonder what sort of success Dakers might have if he just held firm centre of the ring and fired off from there. He did it momentarily earlier in the round and landed a solid right hand over the top.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there, Mike, to hold the centre ring. He pivoted to the left. There was space to sort of navigate himself to the centre of the ring, but he allowed Bracamonte just to get that front foot in forward and push Dakers back again, who, don't get me wrong, he's comfortable on the back foot, but I feel if he was to get his shots off from the centre of the ring.
Yeah, that's the thing. At no point where Sol's being backed up to the ropes, backed up into the corners, does he look uncomfortable at all. He looks fine there. He hasn't got a problem with it, but it's not where you want to be. You want to practice good habits. He wants to practice turning his mount and getting his shots off then.
It was from an exchange at close range that Fraser Clark swiveled and landed the left hook that finished Bracamonte in the second round last time out. I think we got an impression there of just how tired Sol Dakers is as well after missing with that left hook.
I think he sensed it, Bracamonte, as well.
Yeah, I think
he's up the tempo here for sure. Good work from the Argentinian. Wild with that right hand, but good action. He walked onto a left hook from Dakers there.
And this might be one last attempt from the Argentine, sensing that Dakers also is tired. Inside the last half a minute of the 8th round. Dakers has been the full 8-round distance the last twice, but not under the kind of sustained pressure that Bracamonte has produced, albeit sometimes only with his feet.
It's almost as if he's found a second wind here. Bracamonte is really trying to put a dent at Dakers, but it looks a bit of a grimace on the face. The Argentine there lands a nice right uppercut. Walking Bracamonte onto the hook, left hook there.
Good. And them moments there, well, that good. You get that one good shot off, and then you go out in 2 or 3. You don't let him fall into. You spin him, you turn him, you move him off, you even shove him off. However,
make life difficult for your opponent.
Yeah, create that space so you can go again.
think that's been one of the difficulties for Akers, trying to manhandle a man who's leaning on him with a 6-stone heavier poundage. I'm loath to call it an advantage. Akers has had a lot of success with that left hook, particularly after a right hand to the body, but Bracamonte has taken it time and again, and it has to be said, with 40 seconds to go, has really looked to be in trouble.
That's all in the day's work for Bracamonte. This is his bread and butter. He's used to being on the receiving end. He was happy and he was allowed to creep forward far too often.
He was given too much respect too early on, where Sol's ability, skills, athleticism really should have taken control of the fight early on.
There's plenty of positives to take away for Dakers, you know, brilliant variation. He's got 10 rounds under his belt now. That was a test in itself against Bracamonte, tough as they come. So I get, look, another box ticked for Sol Dakers.
Yeah, definitely.
Bell sounds at the end of 10 rounds for Solomon Dakers, taken the full 8-round distance the last twice in his career, and now stepping up and going 10 rounds. And unlike Cyrus Pattinson and Chev Clark earlier on this evening, wasn't able to increase the tempo to a degree whereby he produced an early finish.
By unanimous decision, he's still undefeated. Solomon, the real deal Dakers.
Tecchi at the weigh-in, and now it's for real. And of all these statistics and figures attached to this world title showdown, it's the ones relating to weight that have been the most talked about. Can Harper successfully climb those 3 weight divisions and win a 2nd world title?
Yeah, this is where Terry needs to be. She don't want to be pushed back by Rankin, who needs to close the gap, needs to nullify the work. That's lovely. 3-punch combination from Terry. Start with the left hook.
And then follows up with a jab and then switches the attack to the body. This is a brilliant start from Terry Harper.
Oh, right hand over the top. She's razor sharp, Terry. She really is. Like I was saying just before she let that 3-punch combination go, Rankin needs to try and get on the chest of Harper, get that size and weight, and it nullifies the work coming back from Harper. At arm's length, there's only one winner here. That's Terry Harper.
Rankin has shown in the past that she can be susceptible to a right hand over the top, as she can be lazy with bringing back her own left hand. And now that blemish by the left eye, which appeared in the first round, has now grown into a cut over the left eye of Rankin. Trouble in the early stages. And has Rankin got the guile? Has he got the necessary footwork to cut off the ring here? As Harper does what she promised to do. Proper moves she said she'd do all night long, and that her feet and her hands would be too fast.
Good overhand right from Rankin. Short, sharp shot. Looks for it again.
And that put a spring in her step as she stepped on the attack after that.
Yeah, she's got to feed on every little bit of success, Rankin. Try and work from those shots that she lands. Keep the pressure on Terry, who when she gets in her zone, she's very, very tough to beat. Moving nicely. It looks like she took a short right hand in there, Mike. Little smile from Terry. She sensed that Rankin. She's on the front foot.
Last 25 seconds of round 7. Rankin trying to close down this ring space once again. Gets through with a jab. Left hook at the end of that exchange, though. A great shot from Harper.
Been a very, very good response. Lovely
right hand from Harper. Rankin on the attack and noticeably backed off. Superb right hand towards the end of the round from Harper. One of the best shots of the night so far. So 4 minutes remaining then, with Terry Harper on our card in a clear lead here, producing a dominant performance. Sharp work with the jab, as she's shown again at the beginning of this 9th round, and some very sharp overhand rights, and another one lands, although Rankin also gets through with a right hand of her own in the first 20 seconds of a lively start to the 9th round.
Yeah, it was a lovely shot from Terry Harper, right hand chopping shot, and you can see the punch resistance of Hannah Rankin, very, very good. Took that shot so well. She's trying to creep forward, trying her best to pin Harper down, but struggling. It's just down to the foot speed of Harper and the variation of movement. Good jab, finishing that exchange.
Last urgings in the corner of the champion, Hannah Rankin. Let it go. But is that a forlorn hope? Off balance at the beginning of this, the 10th and final round. And at this stage, Tony Bellew has Terry Harper 8 ahead. Well, many said at the weigh-in yesterday how healthy and strong Harper looked on the scales. And now she's produced a performance to match and is well on the way to joining Natasha Jonas and the Canadian Marie-Eve Decaire as world champions in the super welterweight division. Exchange of left hooks towards the end of the round. Just over half a minute to go. Half a minute for Terry Harper to run home her superiority here and to become world champion for the second time. So confident is she that she even switches to the southpaw stance. Almost showboating for a grandstand finish. Left hand from the southpaw stance as she raises the gloves. Dances almost a jig of delight in the closing stages of what has been a quite stellar performance from Terry Harper. Second time the world champion, and that has to rank as the performance of her career. Described as reckless by Hannah Rankin for moving up 3 weight divisions, but in the end took the leap in her stride and produced a quite dominant performance as she promised.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in Nottingham, we go to the judges' score totals. Terry O'Connor and Leigh Trevita both scored about 98 to 92. Julio Pira scores the bout 97 to 93. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. And the new WBA and IBO Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Terry Belter Harper.
Joy in the Terry Harper corner, world champion for the second time, and for me, after the performance of her career. So we're awaiting the arrival of Maxi Hughes and Kid Galahad for the main event here at the Nottingham Arena. 6 wins in a row for Maxi Hughes have changed his life and career, as we've been hearing through the fight week, and led to nights like this.
Left uppercut as well, narrowly missing with the shot. It's hard to nail Galahad with an uppercut because it's so well balanced. He really tends to fall over the front foot. Exchanging hooks there. Oh, short left hand from Galahad inside there. This is interesting. Maxi just starting to creep forward. Asking Kid Galahad some questions. Back comes Galahad. A big wide stance, just edging forward. Good jab by Maxi Hughes, but back comes Galahad.
Lovely clipping right hand from Hughes again at the end of the exchange.
Yeah, he's had success wide as well with that lead hand, but this is good action. He's up the tempo here, Maxi Hughes.
Dominic Ingle telling Galahad in no uncertain terms that he's winning the fight, but does Galahad believe that?
Good work.
Good left hand, 2 in a row from Maxi Hughes.
He followed the left hand up, didn't he, with another straight down the middle. And again, beautiful shot. And walks on to one, Barry. That left hand working a treat for Maxi right now.
And for so much of this contest, Galahad was wise to that left hand. Yes, he took a few, but he made Hughes miss often as well. But now those left hands are getting home with regularity from Hughes, and they're getting home firmly and strongly. And they're all so vital at this late stage of the contest. A minute gone in round 11.
I'm not sure if Galahad has done something to his right hand, but he's just not really letting that shot go at all. Majority, I'd say 90% of the work is coming from the left hand of Galahad, just poking out the jab constantly. He's not looking for that right hand at all.
I think Hughes is aware of that, can feel the blood trickling down his face even at this late stage of the contest when the adrenaline is flowing. Last 45 seconds of the 11th round. Galahad trying to dominate with the left hand, trying to keep Hughes off guard, trying to push him off balance, but Hughes is holding his ground, holding his discipline.
He's trying to walk Galahad onto something, Maxi Hughes. Oh, the lovely left hand
from Galahad.
Beautiful
Shook
shot.
the head of Hughes. Very similar to the shot that Hughes has had so much success with in the last 3 rounds. Last few seconds of the 11th, and we could be in for possibly the best round of the contest. The last one still to come. These two men who've been the 12-round distance 8 times between them. And Hughes still looking strong with a wonderful combination to the body. Heading into the 2nd minute of this 12th and final round. Hughes does look just slightly unsettled by that cut over his left eye. Mercifully for him, it's come so late in the contest. Last 40 seconds of the contest.
Big short shot there from Galahad in close.
And Hughes landed one as well, which drew applause from his corner close to where the shot landed. Now Hughes working away inside the final 20 seconds. What have they got left to give here? Which way will this go? Hughes now trying to make Galahad miss. Galahad accurate with the left-hand jab. Last 2 scoring punches of the contest, and all the grudges and all the barbs in the build-up are forgotten as there's a warm embrace at the end of the contest. The blood streaming down the left-hand side of the face of Maxi Hughes.
Terry O'Connor, 114 even. Marco Morales, 116 to 111. Julio Piras, 114 to 113. Both for your winner by majority decision. And still the